Hello, hello. Do you hear me? Am I hearable? I interpret that as a yes. So I need to take away this prism lens. So my model isn't working correctly. It didn't connect some network issues. So uh, you'll have to do with just the image of my model today. So if I'll just manage to import this image, all should be fine. Um, if you hadn't known, so I don't have no idea what I'm doing actually. So you know what? You'll do it without a mold entirely, actually. Oh, hi, Lemony. Hi, Blue. Nice to meet you. Nice, good to see that you're here. So these complications have flung up. Well, no. So there'll be no general. Okay. I just won't have a mold in the stream. It'll just be my voice and a Google Doc. And I think I'll actually try to translate this one back to. I think I'll translate this one to English actually, because more intuitive for you viewers at least. So, um, yeah. So anyway, this is my story for hashtag McGuffins. Right. It's called "A Never Born of Rain," which is a unique title, but I love the word embers, and I I learned to appreciate the word embers even more through Genshin Impact's animated short, the song "Echoing in the Embers," I think it was. Anyway, very good trailer about Arlecchino. I always need to pronounce it Italian, even though Arlecchino works well. It's fun to say Arlecchino. Um, Back on track. So this story is about a dragon, and yeah. So I'll actually begin with naming the characters, because in the previous stream they were just leader and name and the dragon, and I actually made a command line while everything was weird. Anyway, so I'll translate this one as well, English. Um, so I'll translate this one. Or I'll use this one. So I have a small word list here. So lovely title. Thank you so much. I like titles. They're fun. And Amber's, what? You'll understand later. Anyway, so I'll need a name to translate for first. Okay, you know what? I'll read the story so you can give me some ideas. Okay, so it's only a prologue right now, and yes, it sounds like, oh no, I have so little time, but I think it actually will be fine. So the wind blew, and the sky was clear, though dark clouds could be seen. The grass was surprisingly green for that time of year, and the nomads wandering the plains were happier than usual. One of these tribes wandering the plains were the Name, because they don't have a name yet. While most tribes were terrified of the flightless dragons roaming the plains with them, the Name took took care of one. The dragon wasn't bigger than a wolf, and they spoke very little. One night the rain poured from the sky and lightning struck the land, so that Name took shelter in a cave beneath the tiny mountains, between the tiny mountains cliffs. So many S. That just is. Towering above the plains. Inside the cave were ancient cave paintings depicting several myths. I'm using quotations because it's like the cave paintings. It's unclear if they're myths or not, but well, let's say they're myths. And they built up their tents in cave. They built up their tents in the cave and lit a campfire to witness the beauty of the paintings. But there was one flaw with putting up the tents and the campfire. Two, one person needed to be excluded. As the head of the tribe, leader, as I just called her right now, had to make the choice of who needed to leave. Based on the cave paintings, she chose. Um, Based on the paintings, the people who lived there were afraid of dragons. Not, not wanting. Should I say waiting? Not wanting to upset the dead leader, chose to force the dragon out. The dragon unwillingly left the cave. He sat outside the storm and for at least an hour. At least an hour when he heard something soaring through the rain. It was an arrow shot from inside the cave by leader. Leave! No monster shall bring us misfortune. Misfortune? I can't read. Okay, I can read, but still. The arrow hit the dragon's back, and in a fit of rage, the dragon cursed leader, that with that all with her blood in their veins shall cough fire at the sight of beauty as a reminder of leader's sins. After cursing her, the dragon's scales were scattered to the wind, and the flesh and bones underneath were reformed, like not transformed, were reformed to the ones of a human. The the human dragon was horrified at the realization what he had become. He ran away, checking it once in a while. I'll just delete this and rewrite it. Anyway, any ideas for what I can call the tribe and leader, like translations for the names? And the dragon I want to give a name to also. The dragon could have a simple name, but I'll just make up some like dragon, dragon. Could be very simple and just. Oh, I forgot the A. Dragon could be very simple and be just not very simple, but we could have a simple translation with no combinations of letters and stuff. So we could call it something along the lines. I'm thinking of Torak. Torak. Which would be Tohak in the modern language, I think. Or Tolak. Tohlak. We'll see. So if you take Torak and then go through all the sound changes, this language. Where am I? Okay, so how do I move to the side? I should have checked these things before I started. Anyway, is this how I go to the side? No. Help! How to scroll to the side? Ah, there. So scroll down a bit, and we shall see here. No, that was East 6. Simple is good. Yeah, I agree. Simple is good. So, yeah, here it is. Soquitry. Soquitry. It's a syllabic consonant W, so it's soquitry. Soquitry. Because I want to have it. Yeah. So, through all these sound changes, I just need to see what happens to T. T test, okay, end of syllables, and R becomes H, which is not between one, so Torag, Toag, Toag, no, Toak, what's Toak? So I think it just become Toak. Anyway, I think that if you have any ideas for what to call these, just say. I'm thinking of calling leader, like hunter or huntress, because, well, it's a woman. I don't want to have a gender distinction actually in this language, because I have so many other languages which have grammatical gender. That's for the language family 23, which I also made a remake of recently. This is language family 6. They all have numbers for some weird reason. So hunter. Or maybe it could work with having no. You know what? No gender distinctions in nouns. It just is that way. I think a mother and father will be the same actually. So basically, just say parent. I had grammatical gender in the last one, so yeah. So Hunter could be Doreen. So maybe a long. How do I add macrons? Any idea how I add macrons? Is it like this? No, I did something. I don't know what I did. What did I do? Nothing happened. Nothing's going on. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. And there's something in scared to. There is something that is scared to the tribe. They can. Is there something that scare the tribe? That scare the tribe. They can make it. They can make it nameless. Yeah. Oh, I get something that they're afraid of as their name. That's a great idea, actually. But that also means we could have like other tribes be called Doak, because irony. So I imagine that this tribe would be scared of like upsetting the dead or somewhere along those lines, religion and stuff. I actually have made an in-depth creation of specifically their religion because of this. That was why I'm as a prologue, because I made it. Everything is fine. I know everything is fine. When will it ever be bad? Vernacular. Anyway, so I think that I'll use I hear kids outside. Oh yeah, they school ended recently. Yeah. Um, I won't shut it down. Anyway, so yeah, they could be called like ghost or ghosts and ghost. Do you have a word for dead? No. So I could just have ghost be dead body and be dead brain or something. But no, I'll just okay. So we do dead, which should be Uhul, I think. That's a good. How did this become a conlang stream? We have to put some writing screen. Anyway, I'll go back to Uhul and then mind. And all those things could be C, just C. Uhul C. And then we'll go back to the second one. And because plurals are made in a way, because in a unique way, because they are use quantifiers like Chinese, or Mandarin, not Chinese. Anyway, so I'll need to go here to look at the quantifiers. So the quantifiers here would be. Oh yeah, I forgot this at noun classes. I have no need for gender distinctions here. So ideas would of course be Khulsi would of course be an idea, not a physical object or not an animal. Or would maybe they Ghost Tribe? Yay! That's actually a thing I enjoy as well. So, what do you think these people would think of ghosts? Are ghosts people, animals, food, uneatable plants, natural non-plants, items, places, or ideas? Because I want to put them in ideas, but I imagine that people or animals could be thing, or even like natural plants. So, and this is clear, by the way. So it would either we would have Rulsi. We need to look up the word for many. So many would be so so either it would be zor que Rulsi if it was seen as a human thing, or we would maybe if it was an animal it would be zor ideas. Yeah, I think so too. So ideas would be zor vous zor vous Rulsi. Yes, they are the zor Wulsi. That's not a trill, actually. It's the voiced velar fricative. Just saying. So here we go. Where do we have like this place? Edit. I think it is under. Insert. How the heck do I like search and replace? I am so used to using this on mobile, actually. Tool. Linked objects. Spelling, grammar check, editions help. Okay, anyway, I have. You know what? I'll just make that word for hunter. Hunter will be den. No, that sounds like the Swedish word for that. So no. De ne, Dene. So her name is Dene, or Den, if you want to have her name be Den. Okay, so leader does. So yeah, these are the plot points I ended up with, being that leader dies of her curse, and the dragon, feeling sorry, takes care of her daughter because yeah, she had a daughter which was like newly born, so she never got to use her eyes like ever. That's actually very tragic, and yeah. So I'll do this. Can I actually say what I'm doing? I'll write this 10 years later. Yeah, I think I'll need to have a space here. Oh, wrong. It's above here. I'll just add a space here, and yeah. Apologies in advance if I mispronounce all of these names when I'm reading it. No problem. Like I have weird names for a reason. Like, just think of the R's in this conlang as the French R's and you'll be fine. I just wanted to specify if there were anyone who actually wanted to, like, try to pronounce this authentically. And I think it was a good idea to not have K, because, well, is a hard thing to pronounce if you're not, like, if you haven't grown up with, if you hadn't grown up with it, because, well, in Swedish I haven't. We have O, Ä, which are or additional letters, which I have talked about with you in your chat. So yeah, that's how they're pronounced. Anyway, I'll go back and I need to stop cracking my knuckles. That's weird. I can crack my knuckles after the stream. Good idea. Thank myself. Okay. So he ran away. I'll do my best. Oh, thank you so much. The thing is why I also want to specify this is because I have a hard time pronouncing the jugular fricative. Vänta, vad är det? Alltså, ka, and the same as ka with it rolls. Ha, but I want to say ha, which is a more forward version. I'll need to stop talking about linguistics now. I'm sitting on the floor and streaming. Hooray! Back on track. So he ran away. So after he ran away, wait. Would he even have clothes on? Like, I think that maybe this dragon had like a saddle or something he can like turn into clothes, or would he be completely nude? And in that case, how would he make clothes? They live on a practically desert with just grass. I actually I can't speak. I actually made the ecosystem and developed how general clothes would be, and he would need to hunt to actually like make clothes if he didn't want to spend like who knows how many years learning how to make clothes off of it's called grass. How did I forget the word grass? I haven't touched grass in a whole day. I touched it yesterday. I haven't gone outside today actually. Back on track. So it isn't 10 years anymore because I don't want a 10-year-old to be taking care of this dragon. I actually imagine that. Oh, scaly vest! That's such a great idea. Maybe they were scattered through the winds and he like picked them up and created a vest out of them. So that could be a reason why he ran away as well. Because the magic system works in the way that a dragon can use magic in like however they want, as long as they can say what they want to happen. They can change the nature of the world around them, and that's a thing. But the cost is that they lose their dragonhood, and that's shown in the loss of scales until they have no scales left. So he basically lost all of his dragonicness, dragonness, whatever, dragonity, the adjective form of dragon, and became a human because they're basically just humans in lizard disguise because they can't fly. Not saying that a dragon that can't fly is just a human in lizard skin, but who cares? Back on track. So he ran away. He ran away. I think we have a comma here actually. He ran away collecting his scattered scales along the way. I think it feels so weird. I actually watched the VOD from my previous writing stream, and it sounded so bad. Like I was just bad at reading, in my opinion. Which still actually is kind of true, but no self-deprecation right now. It was also very late. It was like 11 o'clock. So who's to blame there? Wait, isn't it like midnight for you, Blue? Are you trying to get used to being awake to watch my streams? Just kidding. I'll do more midnight streams actually because they feel more comfortable, except for when I'm scared to death by sounds like shootings. But gun laws are very strict in Sweden, so I shouldn't have to be afraid. It's probably just hunting something around midnight. I need to get back on track again. I have written once. I just continued one sentence in 25 minutes approximately. That's very unproductive of me. I need to continue. Anyway, so this will be collecting his scattered scales along the way. He said, I feel it. Oh yeah, you switched time zones, right? I noticed that your messages come quite late here. There need to be some time thing. Anyway, he. What was I saying? I totally forgot what I was writing. Something beginning with the letter S. He sat, wasn't it? Was right, yeah. He sat and what did you? He sat and sewed because this is past tense. I need to go through and check that anyway. I think I'll need to have a pillow so I don't break my legs while sitting on the floor in stream. That was a very bad idea. I should have said in my yep. Sorry about it. Yep. What? The pillow thing or the thing that you said in sewed. So I don't understand. Like I understand it's like a term for excitement or happiness, but I think I don't have the right context. Sorry. I'll continue writing and wait for an explanation. He said and sewed his. He said and sewed scale. Oh, scale mail would be so cool. Like an arm. He's a knight with dragon scale armor. That would be so menacing. I love it. So then, because I imagine that she's like around 1 year old, this would be about 4. which is double 2, and like I looked up to the time zone change. Mes messages quite delayed. Sorry, and no problem actually, because my messages are usually quite delayed for your streams actually also. So yeah, he said, would you really so? Oh no, you don't have to say sorry for just using yep yep instead of yes. I understood that. Now when I have the context, but like I just got confused because I got distracted by thinking of what I was supposed to write when I forgot what letter S stood for. Okay, back on track. He said and sewed. Well, would you really sew scale mail armor? Would you say he forged it? Like, I imagine that he just used grass to attach the scales together. How would he? Like, I don't think he would be allowed in society as a naked man. How should I do? Should I say forged even though like, he practically sewed an armor attached together, joined together scales, creating a scale mail armor. I'll just sewed for the moment being. He said and sewed together 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 his scales, and he said he said and sewed together his scales, making armor out of it. Out it. No, no, deleted it. Oh, the delay on my keyboard drive me insane. Making armor out of making armor to use as clothes. What now? Clothes. He said as so as he sat there he no, they're not capital A and S, just capital A. Why is clothes incorrect? Help me. Clothing. That's the reason why. Okay, let's continue. I just heard someone walking in the stairs, so that's scary. I'm home alone. That's why I stream, because no one can disturb me. That's why I also can sit on the floor. As he sat there, he realized. As he sat there, he realized that he had. I got a message. Hope this. Yikes! I dropped my phone on the S. I think it became quite inappropriate at one point now. You could call that yikes or something, I don't know. As he said, he realized that he had cursed, not just, what was hunter now again? The word for hunter was dene. You know, dene would be a better name, actually. I need to answer this message. Yikes, my phone has only 1% of battery left. I see that as a bad thing, actually. And now I also realize that I have bloody fingers from my toe being stabbed. Me stabbing my toe. Oh, that's how he spelled clothes. Oh, thank you, Blue. I am such a mess. Anyway, so not caused, cursed. Cursed. Here's that he had not just he had cursed not just the neer. I think that would be easier for a native English speaker to say. Not like the R's are easy, but like then it feels hard, and I get the vibes that it would be hard. Oh look, we're up at 3 viewers. That's the peak for this stream. And thank you for the like as well, whoever it was. And they had not just the neer, but also her newborn dog. Did I spell daughter right this time? If I spelled daughter right, I need to applaud myself because I spelled daughter right. It's such a poorly spelled word. They need toe stabbed. Ow. So toe stabbed. Basically, I I kind of stabbed myself in my own toe with my nails because I was I had hardened blood there. I don't know what sårskorpa is it in Swedish. I need to check up the translation now actually. Google Translate to the rescue. Here we go. Swedish to English, please. Anyway, that sounds like such a cute language. So scrap. Okay. Yeah, so I had a scrap there, I guess. Because I had an unknown wound on my toe. I actually can't remember. I had just been there for a while. And then I stabbed myself with my own nail in the toe because I tried to remove it. It's called stupidity, if you ever heard of it. Yeah. Back on track. De negen met onze her newborn daughter. What? I thought I wanted to give her a cute name. That was me moving my computer. It sounded like I killed something. Like silence. Okay, yeah. So a cute name would be Dahi, but that would just be Die. That would be so sad. And Dani and Dao, Dao. And Dao could come from Daho. It could come from Daro, and Daro would mean like rose. No, they don't have rose. They have flower. Or do they have only a word for flower? I think I already have a word for flower. Yes, I do. It's dummy, which I feel has the wrong connotation. Like, it feels like I'm saying dummy. Which, well, could either be interpreted as pacifier, or as someone who's dumb. Yeah. It feels like it went a bit too far there. Anyway, so we had dummy. But that became plant, so maybe have a new word for plant. So flower could be dari, no dari, dari, because move it back, because that would be dari, and dari become dahi, and dahi would become die. Oh no, I just made a word that would become die. So my song changes. Da da ro. No, because no, the pronoun was that rolled R, so daro. Oh, I love rolling R's. It's actually very fun when you learn how to do it. I not like bragging or anything because well I couldn't for like my first 12 years of living. So anyone who can't still, it's like fine. I could only like tap them for like after like what, 8 years. Yeah, and before that I just pronounced it as a th in English because I couldn't roll them. Yeah, I problems. Anyway, so it was her baby daughter Dao. De neer och Dao. I want to replace the name for a dragon with something, but I don't know what it could be called. Like I could have its name be like I don't know. What would a pet name, like a pet name, which would give a lizard? If you had a big lizard as a pet, what would you call it? And I'll try to translate that name some way. I can like look up the etymology and stuff, because that's fun. I'll just continue down. Down. He. When he had that realization, he started to follow the what were they supposed to be called again? Their name was, let's see here. I should have moved my mouse pad as well. Zorgwoelis. Zorgwoelis. I need to check through some shit. Wouldn't that become Hulis? Hulis? Checking sound changes. That would be Hulis. Hulis. Yes, Hulis. So their name would actually be. What would many be? Many comes from Zor, which becomes Soh. We should turn them to Soul because gemination, making a long vowel. So Soul, but they, I think it's easier to not have Soul. So we have, here we got our Soh. Okay, so the H is pronounced, have fun. Soh vurulis. Nee, Rulzi. Ruli. This L became alright, so Rulzi become Hursi. Yes, Hursi. So the pet lizard name lunch bread because lizards like to relax, break, and take a break and sun. That's actually a great idea. What if its name was just food or something along those lines? I think would they eat like just like lunch bread. With yes, they would have access to grains in some sort, so we could have like grain food. So grain could be the no the ne vene because vene vene and stay vene I think or vena. That sounds like just like that like shortened version of I don't know in Swedish. It's vänner. Because like shortened for jag vet inte blir jag vänner and sen like vänner. Okay, so grain. What was the word? I could just. So we had grain here. Vänner, vänner. And food is money. Money. I want to sing a song right now, but I can't probably. So vänner money. So vänner money. I think with vänner money. So vänner ma. Vänner money. To vänner money. Vänner money again. Vänner money. Vänner money. Venny money, Venny money, Venny money, Venny money. You know what? I'll just use. I have his name. I can fix it later. You just have to follow the name. That's the wrong direction. That's the wrong symbol. Follow the name to. Let's follow the name to keep Doll safe. So if it wasn't obvious already, this plot is kind of the same as the. Okay, not kind of the same. But it's kind of influenced from Maleficent, the Disney movie, where they redeemed her. Actually, a great movie. The second movie is actually very good too. I watched the first one for my birthday, and the second one last week. They're great. As long as you like anti-heroes, I guess. Okay, she is that much of an anti-hero. That's a Corona film, and that's a very good film when thinking of art and fashion. I need to stop recommending Disney villain movies now because that's not what this stream is about. Once again, to keep Dao safe. I'm very glad that I didn't write anything about Dao previously because I actually had chosen what her work in progress name would be, because her work in progress name would just be girl, which is so sad. To keep Dao safe. After Dao safe. I think I like jump to the present. Okay, should I like do a little exposition dump after this, like 4 years after, and like mention that leader died and the Neigh died and Dao was taking care of bread. Or should I include how those things happened in the prologue and then jump to after they have like lived together for a little while? 4 years after the storm. I think we'll do that. How should I do this? Should I include the scene where Danae get her retribution and Dao gains a better parent, basically? Or should I have that like as background information? Or maybe I should just hint at that later? Or would that just be confusing if you hadn't watched this stream? Help me, please. No, I can't sing right now. I want to go get some water, but I shouldn't. I need to fix my. I need to make Prism work again because it doesn't at the current moment. Not as intended, at least. Though I must say, doing these writing streams are much better for my computer because, well, I had the Genshin stream fiasco, which, well, the writing stream was a compensation for. I need to switch sitting positions because, well, this was uncomfortable. I feel like King from the Owl House just making stupid noises. But he says where for some reason. Okay, you know what? I shouldn't spoil the Owl House because I've heard that someone Blue wants to watch it, and well, it's great. With other gay witches and lack of homo and transphobia. Very good. Things be good while. Why do I yawn? It's the middle of the day, or I guess it's afternoon, but still, it feels like the middle of the day. Stupid allergies. Okay, I'm back on track. Let's keep that safe. Get water if you need it. Okay, then I'll do a water sprint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm almost filling this water. There is water on the floor. Hooray! I got my water. And almost choked on it. I just tried to drink water obnoxiously. Loud enough? Could you hear me drinking water? Hehehe, I'll watch it eventually. What do you mean? Anyway, I think I'll continue writing now. I lost track of how long it took me to get this water. Anyway, should I have the prologue, include when, Daenerys, dies and, Dal is adopted, or should I have that be background information for the present day part? I really have no idea, because, well, that's why I'm asking. I've pondered this idea for I don't know how long. Excellent water sprint, thank you. Need to do that as a guide for these streams. Like, the beginning of every stream would be like, okay, yeah, I start the stream, and then I forget to get water. Please don't choke. Well, it wasn't that bad. You just shouldn't drink water while breathing heavily, I guess. While hyperventilating, basically, because I get exhausted from running that fast because it's so hot up here. Oh, that's the problems with living on the second floor, which could also be called the first roof. No, not the first roof, the first ceiling. There's a difference in English between the roof and ceiling. It isn't in Swedish. Need to get that difference sometime. But how should I do with the water thing? No, water, no. What should I do for, Dao's death? No, not Dao doesn't die. For Daenerys' death and the adoption of Dao. Because I have no idea. Maybe have the adoption as backward into the present day stuff. That could be something. So like change the tenses after that option. Oh, background info. For present day stuff. Yeah, I think that's a better thing. To keep that safe. So I'll write how Daenerys brutally dies of a curse. Her lungs basically being she sees something too beautiful, and she starts coughing the fire, and she breathes in the fire as well, and she dies because well, she burned her lungs. That's so that's so grotesque, but I also love it. Kind of reminds me of what Crayfish did for the last hashtag McGuffins, you right, with the breathing and breathing out thing. I had a hard time comprehending what that actually was about. I thought, was it about a river? I am just. I was tired when I watched that, and I actually rewatched it as well. So, yeah, my reading comprehension just sucks, I guess. See the end of the year. What are my grades in Swedish? And that's so how it is for that. Water break. Wonder how a magic system that could, if you could break water, and if it wasn't ice, how would that magic system work? Oh, I shouldn't think about those things like hard water that isn't ice, or would it be hot ice, or like in between like 0 degrees to 0 to 99, like 1 to 99. Yikes! These allergies. Do I need to take my nose spray now? Nose spray? That sounds weird. Is that what I say? I don't know. I'll vote her death now. I have to keep those safe. One day when feeding, no, why do I always make the first two letters in capital instead of just O? It's because it automatically capitalized. Oh, I'm so stupid. Anyway, one day when feeding though, so I want to specify this a bit. What did I just do? Okay, well, the compensation for me not being inside, here I am, jumping up and down. I guess I haven't shown my full model. And this earring disappeared last time. Because, well, my model is too complicated for, yeah, so, tangent, but I think it's fine. So, here's my full model. So it has these buttons. I drew this all by myself. It took about a year. I actually have legs, but it seems like they were cut off. Tragically. This was a tangent. Yeah, I had these films there. I forgot about those. And it was very fun making this model, actually. It is actually divided, so I could make... sorry. Excuse me. No, I spilled water on myself and the pillow that is on the floor and almost on my laptop. It looks like I have like those abstract paintings when you just toss paint at the canvas. Looks like one of those on my pens. Just that it's just a darker shade of blue. Well, that's called bad luck, I guess. Hope no one notices. I need to learn how to drink water without needing to drink it loudly. It's almost a serene experience when trying to drink water and not almost choking on it. Lovely model. Oh, thank you. Thank you. What did I pronounce it? Oh, thank you. That was just weird. Thanks so much. Like, it is divided enough to make a VTuber. I just am a procrastinator. And once that free trial is over, I probably will regret it and want to make something else. So, well, using a PNG YouTuber is good to get used to streaming. One day. Whenever I get to one day, because, well, want to learn how to do that. And well, I know that I could, like, just pay for, like, 1 month, but, free. Anyway, one day while feeding, thou, then they, yep, that is the hardest word to pronounce in my, what is it called? In my short story at the moment. The neighs, yep, and that's me conjugating a name to fit English grammar when it has a, what's the language even called? Oh yeah, I was, so quickly. I'm so quickly. Uh, you're doing a great job. Commenting as you go, and you've made me laugh a few times. You're doing a fantastic job. You're doing a fantastic job streaming. Oh, this really warms my heart. Thank you so much. It's actually very fun streaming because, well, making videos is such a long process, and streaming I can entertain and just talk because, well, all my videos are just me talking to myself, really. And all streams are me just talking to myself who reads something that someone else has written. But, well, it feels like more than that. Um, you have this connection with chat because chat is actually there and, like, you interact with it much more. It's much more of a group thing. Here. I noticed that, this was one of the few streams that Rivermore didn't check in on. I actually adjusted what I streamed so it would fit his schedule. Well, yeah, I need to give a shout out to Rivermore, because, well, he actually shouted me out and made a whole short saying, like, basically saying, please check out Astro the Star Child, because he's a great streamer and a close friend of mine. It's like, that really warmed my heart, and can't I can't take it. It's so cute of him. Oh, I miss him so much. Anyway, the next blindfold fell off and the side of odd of her child. Oh no, nay, oh nay, oh nay. Great English. I replaced no with nay because that's the Swedish word. Spelled. Okay, nay. Great. That's the first time I'm actually switched to Swedish in the middle of streaming. I've done that while recording videos in the past, though. Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to this. No, I remember why I said no. Or nay. Oh, thou will have burn scars from her mother accidentally causing fire on her. Oh, that's so sad. Oh. That's so sad. I'm literally crying. I haven't cried on stream since my first stream when I got called and got messages from my friend. You know what? I kinda want to do that when she records a short, but that wouldn't be nice of me. But, like, who's against a little mischief? Um. Oh, I shouldn't do that. I enjoy the idea, so at least of like calling her for. I don't know. Anyway, my first live stream was just generally a disaster. Now with actually having a quite regular stream schedule, I actually have at least decent viewing. That's good enough for me because well, I don't need it to be. I don't need to be big. I only need. I just want people to enjoy my content, and if that's through a vote or people being here, that doesn't matter. Well, it's fun to have people being here, so the vote is interesting. But yeah, still. But I don't know. Do I really want Dao to have burden scars? Because she feels so. I feel that she is such a pure character, and I just want her to be happy. But also, would she even remember something like this? Because like I've heard that you can like build memories if they're really traumatic, even when you're very young. But I'm uncertain if that's actually true. So, what should I do? I'm very uncertain right now. Uh, what should I do? Take a watch. I was so close to spilling water on my keyboard. Again. The serene experience of not drinking water obnoxiously. I think that sentence actually only have three words with Germanic origin. Because I imagined that the words. Oh wait, so I said the. I forgot what I said. I think both you and me, Blue, have the same amount of memory. I think, if I remember correctly, I asked you to repeat something in chat once, and you forgot what you said. And well, I relate to that now. Because it has happened now more than once. It's just lie here. I thought there was two. Gold outside, but not all flew away. Well, they're called flies for a reason. Knuckle cracking time again. Okay. Oh, that hurts. What should I do? I have no idea. Like, if she has burn scars, would she even remember? And if so, yeah. If she would remember her mom breathing fire on her, would that actually be a problem? The answer is yes. Because I don't want that. I want her to have at least believe she's had a good childhood. But like she would be 5, 4 years old. So yeah. What should I do? You know what? I'll move my little laptop here from the table to my left because, well, I think that's better for my posture. And my cup of water will stay there. Okay, yeah. Back on track. Hope this didn't destroy the audio completely. But this was basically the setup I had last writing stream, so it should work. I heard knocking. Okay, I wasn't here at least. Great. Then no stream interruptions yet. Okay, so, oh, I still can't decide. Should I do research in the middle of stream? Is that a good idea? What is the ones make such noises right now? Okay, I've heard that this house is. Well, This apartment complex is supposedly haunted because, well, it's old and small. Or like small, relatively small. Well, I believe that there has lived a ghost inside of the wall between me and my brother's room, so, yeah. Who knows? I try to, um, ugh. Can I stop yawning? It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 p.m. and I'm yawning. Ugh. Wait, oh great, I have a lot of time. I have time to stream tomorrow as well. But that would be a midnight stream, I think. Which would be, well, it sure would be inconvenient with me actually needing to go to school on Tuesday. And but also being sleep deprived that day doesn't matter as much because, well, I have no classes that day. And midnight streams haven't impacted me that much because, well, I guess my need for sleep is minimal. And well, if I get the, if I can make sure that I don't need to stream it at midnight, I'll do that, but how has my throat already gotten so dry? Ugh. Like, I usually never drink water, but when I stream I drink a lot. And yesterday. But yesterday was theater practice, so yeah. You need to drink a lot of water when eating theater. And well, I got a role which screams so much. And argues. And fights. And works at literally every place possible. I am literally that rabbit from the Peppa Pig that works everywhere. Oh, stupid allergies! Yes, so, I think I'll continue doing this actually now. Wait. Can I extend to where the... Wait, I could have the border for the text be much later. Sleep is a necessary thing. And please don't forsake it. Yes, but like, it isn't that bad, I think. Okay, it maybe is. Like, well, I've begged you to go to sleep, so, well, I think I should know. But, well, it'll be fine. I might have time to stream even if it isn't at midnight, actually. It's just a better time for international audiences. Well, that isn't in Europe. That is, how do I fix this? What have I done? I think this stream won't need to end soon. I think I'll end around 4, so we have about 50 minutes to actually end off this prologue. You know what, I'll do the research. Will baby remember a traumatic event from trauma can seriously affect the baby and toddlers. Many people wrongly believe that babies do not notice or remember traumatic events. In fact, anything that affects older children and adults in family can also affect a baby. And um, but but they may not be able to show their reactions directly as older children can. Okay, great. What a tangent. But so she would remember her mom dying from breathing in fire and spewing it on her. So she wasn't feeding her, actually. So I'd need another scenario where she would see something, where her blindfold would slip off and she would see something beautiful and she would start spewing fire and there wouldn't be any water nearby. Maybe she laid in the grass or something. I want her in an environment that's highly flammable, which is the place they live in. So, a tent. So, I don't know, how should I do this? Okay, I fixed this. Um, hmm. What should I do? I feel very conflicted here. Epilepsy warning, I guess. Or flashlight warning as I accidentally wrote in one of my shorts. What? In one of Elfie's shorts. It's basically the same. It's the same person. Different channels, but yeah. Okay. Well, one idea would be that she would like be in a tent and see something. Okay, what would be beautiful in a tent? I think I'll do the general plot points for the rest of the story. So he adopts her, and the thing is about breaking her curse, and for that he would need to become a dragon again. And for a dragon to become a dragon again, they would need something. They need to inflict their humanity on something else. So they would basically, the most effective method is to kill some, or they need to do something inhumane, and that would inflict humanity on something else. And that would result in him slowly growing scales and become a dragon again. She might not have any direct memories of it, but she would still be emotionally and mentally affected by them. And yeah, that's true. I imagine that she wouldn't be that severely burned, actually, because like I imagine that she like tried to not spew fire on her child. Would be more that like the thought of her mother dying, as she held her would be traumatic. So I'll write that. To keep the safe. One day when the neigh was feeding down her blindfold slip. Oh wait, I just realized. Dao is also cursed. Or Dao. And that would mean that Dao would also wear a blindfold, meaning that she'll only hear her mom just coughing fire and then feel the burn, and then just feel the fire. So she would generally have a fear. So she would generally. So when she hears some. So when she hears something cough. Now I need to drink water before I cough. that could result in some sort of PTSD, where she like uh, again becomes very scared, or her PTSD kicks in, when she hit when people coughs because she imagines, oh no, I'm gonna burn and they're gonna die, and it would I kind of feel like I want to make the dragon have some dragon. I'm just calling bread for now. I kinda want I need to be still for a while. Sorry, neighbors. These allergies. Yikes. I need to stop saying yikes too much. My friends have told me that at least. So though would generally be very getting concerned and borderline afraid. Okay, PTC will kick in when she has people cough, and I kind of want to have bread be in a bread's health to be kind of bad because he, I don't know, he is a bit sickly, and that would cause the cough, and that would cause her PTSD to kick in. That also feels that doesn't feel right. And researching PTSD isn't something I would want to do because, well, I have another school project which I'm writing a story about two twins back in time, traveling back in time to the Chinese Iron Age during the Zhou Dynasty. Um, and I need to and I do so much research for that because I want to be as authentic as possible. And well, for those who could write the best story would gain a prize, whatever that price is, and that based on their skill level and what they've shown that they can do. So, well, I had some problems with following prompts, kind of wanting to go on side tangents, like I'm misinterpreting things. Just nothing wrong with yikes. Well, I know there's nothing wrong with yikes, but like I overuse it in casual conversation with people. Uh, Maybe just because the people I socialize with have a lot of yikes things going on. Like my friend who had this very toxic and annoying boyfriend. I'm really glad I never met him. My mom had him as a student at one point. That was sad. Oh, I think I need to take my allergy medicine a bit early today. Or no, I shouldn't because I shouldn't. I should be mad at myself that I didn't take them yesterday. I feel my eyes watering. I haven't even gone outside. I stayed inside and the school job because of it being our home study day today. Yesterday as well. It's all finished now, so that's what I'm streaming. So the dragon feeling sorry takes care of leader's daughter, yeah. So Danae was feeling that when her blind one slipped. And this side of thou thou's beauty or just thou. Better than some other words you could overuse like I think it's cute. Okay, well I think I know what you're thinking about, like overusing like curse words. And well, that's basically my entire social circle. So yeah. Uh, when me and Rivermore still lived in the same place. Um, uh, I could get on the tangent about me and Rivermore some other time. Anyway, when he lived, okay, he's still alive. He posted the video 1 day ago. But like when he lived where I did, where I am right now, uh, he kind of overused AO a lot, and that's weird because that doesn't even work in Swedish. Um, wonder how it is today, or nowadays. I need to call them, but no, wait, no, it's too late. He's in school. Well, I hope he could check into the next stream. And if we're still on the topic of overusing words, I need to say, Blue, you overuse sorry. You're not that saying sorry is a bad thing, but like you apologize for everything, and I feel. Said when did I start stuttering? Anyway, yeah, that's the thing I overused to saying anyway, and specifically saying anyway, like eh eh. So e rising tone, any, and falling tone, and e falling tone. Anyway, okay, so it's just hua. Oh, so the tone basically looks like an M. Have you ever thought of that M and W doesn't actually look the same upside down? M has straight lines, while the W goes to the sides. Because well, the International Phonetic Alphabet distinguishes between M, this is Ma, and the upside down W. Is actually, what is it? Devoiced by a labial approximant. Devoiced by labial approximant. Then I'll devoiced by. Yeah, it's va. I know overuse. Sorry, I know why you used it. I know why you. Sorry, that's an Irish listener too. Well, yeah, I kind of do that same thing to a certain extent. I am extremely polite when I am uncomfortable or extremely rude. It depends. It could either be if I'm uncomfortable in a situation. It could be if a person treats me poorly. Um, well, it's good that you're working on it. uh, I'm like I kind of over apologize on my aunt because she's such a similar role towards me, and it feels wrong because it feels like I need that I'm like forcing her to feel that she needs to be polite. Enough talk about my aunt. I need to start writing. And me being rude when I'm uncomfortable is not a thing we should talk about either. Me telling someone to, well, I don't curse, so it isn't that much of a problem. People actually have encouraged me to curse because they feel that I shouldn't like suppress emotions, but like I don't. I just don't feel cursing is necessary. I already have enough words to use. Like, if I really want to curse, I could, but I don't. Okay, I have cursed in Japanese actually. But that's because no one actually understands what I'm saying, so it doesn't have the impact on the same person as the curse word. Because if I curse, I want to have a way to say something bad towards another person, and they don't understand what I'm saying to them. But weirdly enough, I never make curse words in my comebacks. Okay, I made one for what's the name of that comeback? It's Tjortibshe, 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 somewhere along those lines. Anyway, and the side of Tao should be Tao or Tao's beauty. I understand. feel that beauty would maybe because like you already know what her curse does, so I think it's fine. And this sort of though caused her to caused her. Why is it capital? Instead of though caused her her curse to flare up. And cause her curse to flare up. Resulting in and then neer. If you hadn't noticed it, the neer is partially based on René de Petrichor from Genshin Impact. I need to search him up. René de Petrichor. René de Petrichor. Yeah. This is the inspiration for the name, actually. It shouldn't be, but it is. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It's called an addiction, okay? It's not an addiction, it's... Okay, it was kind of, I hadn't even noticed it until it was too late, because, like, it works. Having René de Petrichor as translation for the neer just works. Though the inspiration for the root verse was actually Daenerys. Yes, the Game of Thrones character, I'm sorry. Okay, the Game of Thrones is actually good, I heard. I think it could be good if it was actually finished. I shouldn't talk about things I have no idea about, actually. I've heard they have two magic systems and too few at the same time. In a song of Ice and Fire. Okay, so originally Daenerys then fire on Dao and coughing fire on Dao and on Dao. Using I want to have something convenient like they had a bucket of water next to them, but I don't think it would actually be a thing. I think she would just be burned. And like I imagine that it wouldn't be that big of an issue, but it's still a problem. Would she just be like, how would they stop the Medell from burning to death? Like she would, okay, she maybe didn't catch on fire. Okay. Luckily, she didn't catch on fire. In contrast, I will fix that. Thank you. In contrast to her mother, who is it in the fire, she is she spewed, I guess. How the heck do you spell spewed? Please help. How do you spell spewed? What if English had intuitive spelling? Well, also, also, I will solve that eventually, but not right now. Spewed. Spewed. Thank you so much. I don't know what I would do. I had to Google the spelling for tongue yesterday. Like, if we go to lexicon, um, here, tongue. I kept spelling it, tongue, like that. Like, it isn't even funny. It's just annoying. Okay, back to the story. In contrast to her mother, who breathed in the fire she spewed. She spewed, lighting her insides on fire and dying on the spot. Yeah, that was sad, but also she kinda deserved it. And well, she doesn't have the nuance. Her decisions was kind of a result of religion, so, well, what can you do about it? But also, I think she should have known better. Just asking, have you seen any other hashtag McGuffins You Write stories? Blue, because I searched up just to see if that anyone else had posted them. And just double checking, is it still mandatory to post on? Oh, okay, not mandatory. Is Scribble Hub still the like main source where we like have the writing, or did we never get that far in deciding it? Because, well, I probably was like posting on Scribble Hub, but like I'm not sure. I've seen the one other story posted. Yes, okay. Then I am aware of how it is. I have a guess of who it could be. I suspect it could be Ashley, maybe. The person who had started on chapter 2 when you made the brainstorming stream. Correct? You know what? Don't spoil it out. We'll see on Monday. Lighting our inside of fire, causing her to die on the spot. If you don't want to post on Scribble Hub, you don't have to. I thought that it might be good to try to keep things together. Definitely not necessary, though. Please post and where you're comfortable. Well, I think I'll post them both on Scribble Hub, maybe, and maybe be a community post. Probably on this channel and the outfit channel B. I think I'll make a YouTube short today just because I need to post something for Echo. I need to catch my breath. Fire starts to the storm. I think I need to squeeze in somehow that the dragon was watching. How could I do that? Because like I could extend the sentence even more, having luckily she didn't catch on fire in contrast to her mother, her breathing in the fire she spewed, lighting her insides on fire and dying on the spot while the dragon was watching. I could make that extremely long sentence, or I could insert it somewhere else. How should I do that? I think this actually was about the first really silent part, where I actually had just stared into the void of space. Well, not the void of space isn't completely true, but still. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing. Okay, I'll start writing on the present day, and I think a shorter sentence can do more impact on drama. Yeah, I just have a real affinity for writing extremely long sentences. Well, like you can see that in macro lines as well. How much morphology is baked into the verb. Like you have, if you use these without a noun, you would. I know this is a tangent, but if you use these without a noun, you will be assumed to talking about these as um your noun, subjects, and objects, and then we have conjugation for both all the subjects, direct and indirect objects, and tense. So, well, it's kind of extreme there. So, I think I conjugated one word. I think it's here. Yes, I ate food would be cari carisque carisque manie carisque miena carisque miena carisque miena. It's a geminated case, so it's pronounced longer. Okay, on the spot. I could just have a simple always witnessed. You know what? Always witnessed by the dragon wasn't. It's not a good a sentence. Down. The weird thing is I also have to do more writing today because I need to write a whole chapter of that Chinese time travel story. But I wanted to do that on stream, but well, I don't stream in Swedish, so it would be kind of hard. Like, I could do as I did with that improvised translation, but I don't know. I'll start on the present day now. We can assume that the dragon was watching. 4 years late, 4 years after the storm. Um, what did we do with the name for a dragon? Vene och what for food was money. Oh yeah, we weren't supposed to go through the sound changes. I'll do that anyway. You can stop me. Vene. So it's a Spanish V. Vene mani. Vene mani. So we'll need to take away all these nasals. Yay! So, Veani. How do you write macrons on? How would you write an E with macron? Um, I have totally forgotten how to write an E with a macron. I'll keep writing. I think that's the sign to keep writing. Oh, wrong button. Fires after the storm. Would do you think that the dragon and Dao would be nomads as well? Or would they maybe have settled in a cozy place somewhere? Move to the capital. I need to drink water. I've never been more satisfied with drinking water ever, to be honest. It has never lingered the dryness in my throat as much as it did just recently. Yeah. Yeah. It feels like I'm supposed to stop the stream now, but I kind of also feel I have like 15 more minutes I could do this before I'll be disturbed. You know what? I'll keep. Yeah, I'll just keep streaming. There's nothing. There's nothing that needs that much. There is nothing that is quite. I can't speak. There is nothing that is due today to do anymore. Because all things that was due today I did before the stream. But yeah, writing that whole chapter would be nice to have done. It could be fun to do that. Like, I'm doing just for a little while, writing would be, that'd be neat. But I need to switch to the starting soon screen, even though it isn't starting soon, but just coming and be right back because I need to switch accounts. Should I write that story? Because like it could be fun to like try become a mini Swedish lesson as well. Or well, it becomes more me needing to think of what makes Swedish and English different. Well, I wrote a whole story which basically had none of those differences. Because I excluded all the scenarios where they would come up. So it would be easy to translate. Would work almost word to word. So should I do that? I'll do some bullet points for the moment at least. Or bullet points. If you want to go write the story on stream, go for it. Okay, then I'll do that. I just need to switch scene. So I'll be right back. I'm back. Here I am. I'm back. Um, uh, so I have done a lot of research here, and it's quite long actually. So, um, I think I'll begin with just explaining my notes. So we have it's Guangxin, Guangxin, Xin, Guangxin. Oh, it's religion, of course, Swedish religion. So Mo, or I don't know what it is in English actually. I've only read the Wikipedia page. Um, uh, Basically, it's the belief that it's their spirits. Um, um, uh, but basically, it's the belief that all things have a soul, or that everything is a spirit or alive or something. I'll need to do more research on that. That's something later. Huang, which I think means light. And this is not Chej, but Shay, which means girl. Just because I think Huang sounds very feminine. And then we have Lei. I think it's a Lei. Someone I can't speak Mandarin. And there's a Kille, so means boy. Yeah. And well, they're Han Chinese is what they stand for because yeah, Han Kinesisk. Yeah, bad spelling for there. Swedish is very irregular in that department. And Huang doesn't really have a hobby, and so Lei tränar wushu, so it translates to Lei trains wushu, and it feels weird because I won't include any of those anymore because if I can't find an interest for Huang, then Lei don't get one either. Like they have interests, but the numlock off. How long have I had numlock on? Okay, back on track. So att göra, so to do research. So borders Tang Dynasty. It's actually Zhou. Zhou. And I've already done that. And then kläder, so that's clothes. And what I got from there is ull, linne, silke, grön, röd, grön. So ull, that's wool. Linne, that's either what's this called? Tank top, I think. No, not tank top. A t-shirt with the super small sleeves. And but also linen. And silke is silk. Och röd och grön, det är red and green, so that's a color palette. And then stridsstilar, which is a direct translation from fighting styles. And used during the Iron Age in China were spears and bows, and they were usually made of jade actually. And I researched the trade, and Guangxin, I'm just gonna say Guangxin, had traded a lot with Guizhou. Och så har jag här del 1 tillbaka till början, which means part 1, back to the beginning. Oh, I had a work in progress part of this. Here's the work in progress. So Huang has her friend Nuli, so I'll explain there in the chat here. So it's texting on the phone, and Nuli is in the hospital and has been there for a while. And well, so then Huang texts Himordu, which means how are you, basically. And then I haven't decided how she says based on what ailment she is suffering from. And then so we have. Then she asks, tror att du kommer få komma hem snart. So, meaning, do you think you can come home soon? So they're just friends, but like, leave the hospital. Um, and then she says, or texts, förmodligen inte, which means probably not. And then I imagine that she will like explain why, like the symptoms. And I haven't decided what ailment she's suffering from yet because it felt a bit weird. Like I didn't want to research. Oh, common ailments in China would feel bad. So I wanted to just decide on my own, and well, there are a few elements I feel could work. She could just be paralyzed, actually. Or she maybe were paralyzed and is and is in rehab. Trying to learn how to walk again or something. Is that a good idea, or should I do something else? Because I like the idea. Okay, now my water is running out. Didn't satisfy my thirst at all. And I became British, apparently, of that water. Strange. Any ideas? So because there was one specific ailment I didn't want to give her, and that was cancer, because I felt, there's another writing project we got to choose between, which, this is called Portalen, which means the portal. Anyway, so, and that was called the Magiska Världen, which means the magic world. The magic world. And that's all about you, the protagonist traveling to a magical world, trying to find a cure for their younger brother's ailment. And I've heard a lot of people say that they're thinking of giving their little brother cancer, and I felt that that's both overused and it's such a real world thing. And well, yeah, this is real world. I imagine that I want to have something more mild. So I don't know. It is something, because here the thing is I want her to the thing is that I want her to be feeling well when they return. That's the main thing. You know what? She will be paralyzed. In order. So I imagine that she would say something like, need to sleep now and have fun for the rest of the stream. Well, I needed to end it around now, actually. So I'll just write paralyserad, which means paralyzed in Swedish. Good night. And I'll end the stream here, actually. And quoting the